Meeple Nation Podcast, episode 610, April 2026, bonus round.
Bonus extra.
Welcome, citizens, to Meeple Nation. Grab your favorite beverage, pull up a chair, warm up those dice, and join us at the game table as we discuss board games and the board gaming world. Each week, the hosts of Meeple Nation share their love for board games and the amazing memories that come from playing games with some very outstanding people. Let us now join our hosts in their natural habitat, the game table.
Welcome to Meeple Nation. We are your hosts. I am Andy Holiday.
I'm Douglas Stewart.
I'm Nathan Howard.
I'm Max Holiday.
All right, and today with our powers combined, we are the most okayest podcast.
That was okay plus. I'm going to give that okay plus. That was good. Nice job. You did the and you got the pop and everything worked. Wow. All right, we are okay plus tonight. I love this. It was really good, guys. I commend you.
Thanks,
We worked
Doug.
good job. We practiced on that for a long time.
All right, so along with the most okayest podcast comes the most okayest website. We would love for you to visit our website. It's at meeplenation.com. And
You can jot that down if you'd like.
You sure can if you forget. And you can go and hit all of our episodes. We have linked to all of our episodes. We have our bios on that website as well. And we have a link to our Patreon page. If you like listening to OK Podcasts, then you should become a patron of the most okayest podcast.
I love that tagline. If you like okay podcasts, I love it. Carry on.
So click that link, go over, become an official member of Meeple Nation by joining and becoming a Patreon. We love our patrons. We appreciate the support that they've given us over the years and have helped us upgrade the podcast and improve the learning experience for all of our listeners. We also have we are on Instagram, Facebook. We have a Facebook group, Meeple Nation Off Air. We'd love for you to join those. We're also on X and Discord, and we love to hear from you. So if you have any questions or comments or anything that you'd like us to talk about on the podcast, reach out to us at meeplenation@gmail.com. We may actually even talk about your comment on air. So reach out to us, meeplenation@gmail.com.
All right, I just added that to our show notes now. If you like okay podcasts, welcome home.
You found your people.
You have found your people, yes.
That's awesome. Meeple Nation Podcast is sponsored by Game Toppers. Go on over to GameToppersLLC.com and check them out. They are an absolutely fantastic product, military grade aluminum. I don't think that we can possibly overstate how good the quality of these toppers is. They've got sizes to meet any need and the industry's leading mats. I will stand by that statement 100% to go in these toppers. Also, in a world where everything is getting more and more expensive, Berkey has actually figured out how to ship these a little more efficiently, and his costs and prices have actually dropped a little bit recently. So take advantage of that. Head on over, find a topper for your game room at GameToppersLLC.com.
Excellent. This just in.
Ooh, what time is it?
It is Highlight 30.
You guys are on fire.
Yeah, I love it. So I got to play a new game on PGA. And then I realized this was an old game that I have on my shelf. I got to play Streetcar, or in its re-implementation as Line 1. And so this is a subway or a kind of a metro, not a subway. It's above the ground train track that you are trying to go from Station A to Station A destination and making it a stop, or your track is going to cross through 2 stops along the way. At least 2 stops along the way. Your specific 2 stops along the way. However, you got a hand of 6 tiles, and you're going to put those tiles on the board and try to create a contiguous path from your beginning station to your end station, and crossing your 2 required stops along the way. However, all your opponents are also placing tiles on the board, laying track, and disrupting your path. And then you have some upgraded paths. So you have paths that have some grass on them, and these paths will allow you to overlay or replace a current tile that has some direction options on it. So, you could have a cross that goes, paths cross, or they veer to the left, veer to the right, or it has 2 elbows on the same tile instead of just 1 elbow. And each of those tiles can very much disrupt your path. So the object of the game is to create your path. Once you have created your path, then you are going to start rolling your dice, and these dice will allow you to you'll use one of those. You'll roll 3 dice. You'll allow one of those dice will allow you to move, or and how far that allows you to move depends on what is rolled. And if you are able to complete your path and then send your Metro card, your streetcar along the path, and get from leave your station, get to your first stop, get to your second stop, and return to the opposite end of the board to the destination station. If you're the first person to do that, you win.
This is giving me some real serious Suro vibes.
Sir. Oh yeah. No, I totally, yeah. There is, except for
I'm just looking at it I'm just looking at pictures.
Yeah, no,
you
are totally right, except for the board will not be completely filled up like it is in Suro.
Okay.
And you can totally disrupt your opponent's paths. As the last game I played, somebody had won. I think it was Jody had won, and Corey was right behind him, and Brad was on his way to completing his path or completing his destination, and I didn't even get the chance to finish my path.
You got blocked out.
I got blocked out because they had made it so that, and maybe not necessarily they made it, I made it so that I could not connect. And so that's a big part of the game it is planning out that path, but then you also have to
Be a little agile.
traverse that path as well.
Interesting.
Agile and
So
adaptive.
this game is from 1995. This is
It's an older game.
In fact,
Yes.
some of the pictures have like some people playing at the table, and they've got like old soda cans.
Yeah.
Like an old Diet Pepsi.
Yeah.
And I'm like, oh yeah.
They got a tab.
from the 90s. Wow. That's crazy.
And so that's what Streetcar is, but Line 1 is the re-implementation updated version.
So you played Line 1.
Yeah,
That's
but
what
I
you
own Streetcar.
Okay. So what inspired this? What?
It was on BGA.
Okay.
So
There
it was
is.
available on BGA.
There it is.
And so I was like, hey, this is great. Let's play this. And then as soon as I started reading the rules, I was like, wait a minute, this game sounds very familiar. Sure enough, I own Streetcar. And as I remodeled the room the other day, I found Streetcar. So it is now alphabetized over on that shelf over there behind you, Andy. And but yeah, no, it's an older game for sure. And the older version is definitely dated, but it's still a decent game as long as you don't mind a little bit of the opportunity to not complete your track.
Line 1 still looks pretty dated.
Yeah, and I don't know when Line 1 was. Does it say when? 2021. So it's not that old.
Yeah, I'm trying to see if there's a copyright on. 1996.
So yeah, 1996 is when the Streetcar originally came out.
Because I've seen it's not called Line 1, and on the back side of the box it says 1996.
Yeah, so I have Streetcar. So
You have Streetcar, so it's the opposite.
Yeah, well, there's Line 1, the German edition, first edition is 1995.
Okay.
So I guess it's re-implemented by Streetcar in 1996. And then there's a 2010 German edition, Line 1.
Gotcha.
And then the Japanese edition, which is the artwork that they use on BGA, is a 2021 version. So, But yeah, anyways, it's an older game. I was excited to play it, and then I was excited to lose it time and time again now. But it's a fun game.
Nice.
Just don't get, just bring your big boy britches when you can't complete your track.
Okay.
Yeah. What else you guys got?
I played a Creature Caravan. That's one I've been playing the last couple of weeks.
Oh, what did you think of that?
I really like it. Everything is implemented really well. The one thing that I have a hard time with is you're just digging through the deck hoping you get the combinations that work best for you, which is not a mechanic I'm a huge fan of at the moment because there's so many games that are using it. Very few of them are fun.
Yeah. So I played Creature Caravan once when it first came out. This is a Ryan Lockett game.
Yes.
Red Raven game, and I've enjoyed it, and I would like to get it to the table again. So maybe if you're fresh on the rules, maybe you can teach us again.
Oh yeah, definitely can.
I feel like we all play this? I feel like I played this.
I think you probably did as well.
Yeah. Where you're moving across the board and you have to kind of pick your path to go through, and
and you've got like fire zombies that'll attach themselves to your caravan unless you kill them off.
Yep. I'm remembering this. I like this. Yeah, this was okay. You're right though. There was a lot of digging through the deck. I do remember that now. Yeah, and you're dropping your little your little campsites out along the way and everything. Yep, I remember this. This is a good one. I did like this.
Yeah, I think Brad taught us.
Yeah. Fun.
So yeah, because we were gonna. It was a hot game at SaltCon once, and so I picked it up for us to be familiar with it.
Yeah, I had Ryan teach it to me at SaltCon, and it was just a lot of fun, and so I stole a copy. And we've been playing that a little bit here and there, and I've been having a lot of fun with it. I really like the tableau building with the 12 cards you can have of different creatures you have in your caravan that you can utilize, but then you have fruit that can change their numbers because it's a dice allocation game where you roll dice and then you have to assign those dice to different actions that correspond to the numbers. But you can adjust those numbers using these fruit that you can pick up there's just lots of mechanics that I think are dynamic and really a lot of fun.
Nice. I have not tried this yet. It'd be fun to try.
I bet you'd like it. I do.
Yeah, this is totally an Andy game.
Yeah,
I'm anxious to try it.
Yeah, this is one that I'll play once and then you'll demolish me and then I'll
You will
have to
play
go
again?
find some big boy britches.
Nathan's all about those big boy pants today.
Yes, he is. I'm so proud of you, Nathan.
Good job. Thank you.
Good job.
Just because I found them doesn't mean I'm wearing them.
We'll make sure you put them on before we play. Go put your big boy britches on, Nathan.
All right.
All right, so I got a chance to play for the third or fourth time on Saturday. I got a chance to play Madara. And this is one that I had looked at so many times and have almost pulled the trigger on purchasing. I don't know how many times. And it was a lot. And having never played it, I didn't know if I really wanted to buy it. And so our friend Will has a friend named Jeff.
Who has a friend named Andy.
He does now. And anyway, so Jeff owns everything for Madara and was willing to teach it and to let us try it out. So we very much enjoyed it the first play. So we've now played it multiple times since then. And every play it gets a little bit better.
So did you pick this up?
I have not picked it up.
Yeah.
I'm tempted to, but I have not picked it up. But it is it's a fantasy, like a modern fantasy theme. It almost kind of has like an anime vibe to it.
It's very anime, Japanime.
And
yeah.
but the gameplay is great. So you're adventuring on a map. So it's a dungeon crawl, and you have your character board. You have relics. You have weapons. You have armor. The armor is like one of the guys in our group. His armor is a t-shirt, and it has special powers. And like mine is actual armor. But you have different things you have like to heal yourself or to give yourself extra stamina. There's energy drinks. And so
interesting.
The theme's kind of fun, right? So as you're going on the map, you're fighting monsters. There's little totems. If you get within line of sight of the totem, then that will spawn something else, or something else will trigger within that map. And so there's actually in the book, there's secret text. You have to put the little red window over to be able to read it and see what happens. So when certain secret text unlocks, you'll go in and read the text to see what happens, what spawns, or whatever.
See, now, if They Live had done something like that, it would be a better game.
I do love books or games with the secret textbooks. I love that.
Yeah, it's great as far as that goes, because you're not getting anything accidentally looking and giving anything away ahead of time. And so as far as that goes, it's been a lot of fun. There is one thing I can't say disliked about it. I think I love narrative driven games. There's a little too much narration in some parts.
Oh, really?
Like the story will go on for like 20 minutes
Ugh.
of just talking and just story. And a lot of the story is stupid in those parts. It's like, okay, just get to the point. I don't need to know everything that you're talking about. And the dialogue's really kind of juvenile in some parts, because they're supposed to be kids in school, like high school aged kids in school that are learning, right? So I get it. I think it's a little bit too much, and it was at the beginning. So you get through that first slog of story at the beginning, and then it's not bad. Then it's fairly, you may get a minute of dialogue or of story, and then you move on to the next thing. That first time playing was rough, but it definitely got better after that.
So a lot of video game, like I think the good video game publishers, creators, developers, whatever, have a play it, don't say it philosophy.
Yeah.
And I really wish that board game designers would do more of that in games where they do want to tell a story and there is some narration. Find a way to let players just naturally uncover that and play through that story and uncover it in the art and the stuff that's going on rather than just big blocks of text, because it's rough.
Well,
it's rough.
And luckily there's an app, so you're listening to it. You're not having to read it.
That's
But
good.
even so, and the voice actors are pretty good, but even so, it was a lot.
Well, at 20 minutes, you might as well just go and watch an episode of anime.
Yeah, it was a bit much, but the gameplay's been fantastic, and like I said, every play after that has not been the case. It was almost like it was trying to set up the characters so you knew who was who and what their background was, and trying to set up the story so when it was giving you the little tidbits that it was more meaningful is kind of how I felt what the game was trying to do. It was just setting up the background so you actually care about the characters a little bit more. So I understand the purpose of it, but it was still a bit much for me.
I think that's cool, actually. I like the idea of your characters matter more than just, oh, look, some artwork and a quote they said in some adventure.
I agree, but once again, I think you can accomplish that by what Doug said, is by inserting things within the adventure and making it more meaningful, not all at once. Because it gets to that point where it's 20 minutes and it's like, okay, I stopped paying attention, 15 minutes ago.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's when too much dialogue just bogs down the game.
It does. Definitely.
But
So this is Madara, Unintentional Malum, Act 1.
Act 1, yes.
Is there an Act 2?
Yes.
Are they
Act
making
2 and an Act 3.
Yeah.
Are they out? Crowdfunded?
They
process?
some of them are.
Where's
I'm
that
not
at?
sure.
Act 2 is for sure.
Yeah, I'm not sure if Act 3's out. And they may even have an Act 4 that's crowdfunded. I don't know. I know that Jeff has done all in on everything.
Oh wow. Okay. Cool.
So I don't know if I'll end up buying this or
So
not.
I guess between that and Aeon's Trespass, we will play
Never
games
see
with
Andy
Andy again in I don't know 7 or 8 years.
That's not true.
It's been fun. We had some good times. Andy.
Yeah, we did.
Speaking-
We had some fun.
So I'm throwing out an invite right now, Doug.
Oh,
And I don't know if this is something that you would have time for, but our friends Thomas and Brittany are moving back to Pennsylvania, and they made one request.
Okay.
Descent Legends of the Dark is his favorite game of all time, and he wants to jump back into our campaign that we had started.
Yeah, I'm in.
So
I'm always in on that one.
So it's on Saturday, this coming Saturday.
Oh, okay. This coming Saturday. I will check the calendar. We can work the details out later.
Okay.
I'm in if I can.
Okay.
Sounds fun.
So Act 3 is 2025. Looks like 2026. There's some adventure packs, some Chasing Legends.
There's a lot of different bonus packs. Like we just started a bounty hunter pack
here's the
mission.
Bounty
and
Hunter pack, the
side
collector.
quests. Yeah. So we just started the bounty hunter pack, which Jeff was really excited about doing because he hasn't done the bounty hunter pack yet. And some of the side quests are like full book side quests. They're not small. Other ones are a lot smaller. So there's a lot of content in Madara.
Yeah, so you can still buy it on their website.
Drop $1,000 and buy everything. Maybe a little more.
Wow. Well, why do that when you can just make friends with a guy named Jeff?
That's right.
That's right.
And Jeff prints you off all your stuff for your Marvel Zombies too. Your storage solutions.
Oh, nice.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
That's great.
Jeff's a good man.
Everybody needs a Jeff.
Everybody needs a Jeff. Maybe two.
I have been really enjoying 3D printing stuff lately, though.
So I finally got me a 3D printer as well.
Yeah.
At SaltCon, I was able to turn a bunch of games into a 3D printer.
Welcome to the club.
And my wife didn't follow that logic with me. But I have printed a few things. So I'm on my second insert now. So I'm printing an insert for Barrage.
Nice.
And I did an insert for Obsession.
Oh, nice.
And because, most of that is already self-contained in little boxes anyways, but it just helps keep things a little bit more tight in that box. So,
Speaking of Obsession, our online game of that just ended.
and you
And
won.
I smoked you guys.
Yes,
Holy
you did.
cow.
Yeah,
like I crushed you guys.
I had 190 and you had like 256 or something
yeah,
like that.
I was a full 100 points above Brad.
That's not saying much.
Which, you're right.
Only
that-
100?
Sorry, that's not much of a flex. Sorry.
Yeah,
But,
but no, you smoked us for sure.
yeah, I do like that game.
I like that game a lot. I am very obsessed with that game.
Even after the 5-hour play.
Oh yeah, yeah. That was over it probably by Monday.
It only took 2 days to get over that, huh?
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah, that's a good one.
Yeah, I taught it twice that weekend at SaltCon, and the second one was with 6 players, 3 of them which were mostly new, and yeah, it was a tough play.
It's definitely one of those games where like I played it once at the table and I played it once online, and in either case you have a really hard time knowing like how many points other people have.
Oh yeah.
Like it's just one of those games that plays like that. It's like I have no idea how I'm doing. I think I'm doing pretty good, but I don't know where the points are going to end when the dust settles. So when that game ended and I looked at the scores, I was like, oh, sweet.
Yeah.
I did a little victory dance in my
What did that look like?
chair. I'd prefer not to later. That's you have to become a patron to get that. To get that content.
We'll have to get the video cameras out.
Yeah, we'll get the video cameras out.
Showing
We'll
our
offer that to
Patreon
our
page.
patrons.
There
Yep.
we are.
Yeah.
Sounds awesome.
Okay, the game that I did want to talk about though, we finally finished, and it has taken us a long time because I play Arkham Horror, the card game with the Deans. They had a baby, and of course, we've had crazy stuff going on with family and vacations and work and everything. So it's taken us longer than it normally takes us to play through a campaign of Arkham Horror, but we did finally finish the Drowned City.
Oh, nice.
Yep.
And how was it?
It was excellent. It was really good. I think I've mentioned this before. The Drowned City came in advertised as having a lot of promise on how it was going to leave the state of the game when they were done with it. It was this idea that like, okay, Cthulhu, like this was the one where you face Cthulhu. So he has not as of yet made a full presence in, made his full presence known in the game yet. He's hinted at here and there, but this one you actually take on Cthulhu. And sort of the promise that was made was that it would usher in the next era of Arkham Horror, the card game, where Cthulhu will have changed everything, and Arkham will never be the same, and investigators will never be the same. And they kind of really advertised it as being that. Well, they pulled all of that back.
Oh, really?
Yeah, because I think what they did was they looked at it and they were like, hang on, we kind of need a season 2, quote unquote, and we need to make it like a good, like easy jumping on point for new players. And so they kind of pulled all of that back, and now there is a new core set, and they are moving on to what would be the card game season 2. And you can still play all the season 1 and everything's compatible and all that. But if you're a new player, you can also just jump in here, and they're redoing a lot of classic investigators, and they're redoing a lot of classic cards. And so a lot of what's in the new core set is remastered editions of stuff that already exists.
Okay. Is that
Or
what's
updated.
over there?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yep. And so it's a great, like, I actually think that it is a good time for new players to jump in. If you don't want to collect all the old stuff, you can just kind of start here and move forward. But the downside to that was there was not a lot of follow through with the promise of like the world forever being changed.
Yeah.
Now that said, the campaign was still excellent. Like it was genuinely very, very good. And this particular campaign actually there's kind of a hidden mission embedded in each of the scenarios for this campaign. There are special like keywords that you can decipher if you collect clues and do certain things. So you kind of have to go out of your way as you're playing the game to decipher all of you're basically translating the old one's script. Is what it comes down to. And if you manage to do all of that, you can take Cthulhu on his turf. And we did do that. We deciphered everything, and we had that. So that was an option that was before us. And we decided, you know what, why not? We did all the things to unlock, so we're going to take Cthulhu on in his territory. And we got absolutely wrecked. Just absolutely wrecked. Like it was not close. And what we decided, or what we kind of discovered, is you would kind of have to build characters from the ground up, like pretty much for that scenario, in order to be successful at it. So we tried it, we failed, and then we were like, press the magic rewind button. And what really happened was we didn't do that. We went back to Arkham and just fought him using the normal campaign ending, which was still very good. It was excellent. So, and I played the group fighter this go around, which is always fun. So Michael McGlynn, and it was good. It was a lot of fun.
Maybe I should pick up the version 2.
It's a great place to jump in.
That's where I'm starting.
So
That's why your copy's over there.
That's why my copy's over there too. Yeah.
Or is it mine?
I don't know. Whose is it?
Well, let's see. Who got Deep Rock Galactic?
Both of us.
we
You
both
both did end up getting it. Okay, never mind. We can't use that as
I'm not sure if I'm keeping mine though.
Oh, okay. Oh, that's sad. I like that one.
I did
It's
too.
good not to get us off of Arkham, but yeah, I like that one. So anyway, Arkham Horror, man, like this game really is the gift that keeps on giving. It's so good, and there's just so much content, and it's great to have a regular night where we can play this. I would love to play it with you guys. I mean,
too.
it's my favorite game of all time. I will teach it. We can play it like anytime. You just tell me when you want to play it, and we'll do it. So just give me the green light. I'm there.
Sounds good.
Love this game.
Yeah, it totally sounds like something I should just pick up so that I can, because I'm all about making my own deck. I always kind of hesitant to borrow somebody else's stuff, and
Yeah.
I get that.
It makes a difference when it's yours.
For sure. It does.
Yeah. So, but hey, good times. Good times.
Good times.
So I got. Did we talk about Deep Rock Galactic?
We did.
Did we? Okay.
It was a while back, I think.
yeah.
But yeah, we did.
Then I'm not going to bring that up. But I am going to bring up. Maybe it's a sore spot for you, Douglas. But I'm going to bring up Winnie the Pooh, Serious Detective,
I think you guys talked about this one too.
and then I'm going to stop.
No, you can talk about it. Because I don't remember. Maybe that was a conversation we just had.
Yeah, and that's what I'm having a hard time remembering if we had this or not. But actually, as I'm talking, I feel like we have had this conversation on air.
We have, I'm pretty sure.
But anyways, Winnie the Pooh, Serious Detective, that was a pretty fun game that we totally need to, if it has 3 scenarios in it or 3 storylines in it. And if nothing else, we need to make sure that we include you in the second series, because
It was good.
it was actually really well done.
It was.
I mean, I bought the game because
It was Winnie the Pooh.
Winnie the Pooh. I mean, how you got to try that, right? And
No nerd tax paid this time.
yeah, no, it worked out really good.
It was good.
And next episode, we'll let you know how They Live panned out. But yeah. So on that note, I don't know what to talk about next. How about Tend? We
Tend?
did.
Yeah,
we
Tend
did
was
get
good.
the chance. And did we talk about Tend too?
I felt like most of these things on your list
feel
we
like
talked
we
about.
did.
Yeah.
Did I not update my list? Anyways,
Tend was good.
Folklore, The Affliction.
Another one we did talk about. Yeah.
That's been a lot of fun.
That has been fun.
And
Yeah, it's been great.
I've been playing some new stuff. I really have.
So back to Obsession.
We should play that again right now.
I got finally got Lord of the Rings the card game to the table.
Oh, did you?
I did.
Nice.
How did you like that?
I liked it. It's good. I liked Arkham Horror the card game better,
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
but it was a lot of fun. So Justin, who's now renting a room for me, he is a huge fan of that game. So he sat down and taught me that game. And yeah, we played through the first 2 scenarios of the base game missions. And yeah, it's been cool. So I'm playing the elf deck, which I just started with the pre-made deck that you can buy. It was the elves, and since then have switched out one of my main characters and a bunch of cards.
Yeah.
I like the red cards better.
The elf deck was now I'm trying to remember. That was one of the better. So Fantasy Flight is never really great at their pre-constructed decks. Like they're always not as good as they could be.
Yeah.
But that one was pretty decent. I actually think the Defenders of Gondor one was pretty good too.
So I switched out. I can't remember which of the elves I switched out, but I threw Legolas in and threw in a bunch of red cards. Mostly because the red cards are I think they're more fun to play because they're more offensive.
They're the attack cards. They're
Yeah.
definitely the Andy
Yeah,
cards.
that's an Andy card for sure.
There's no doubt about that.
And there were no red cards in my starting deck, so that was the first thing to get changed. I did keep Galadriel in, who can't really do anything, but she does.
She's
help
awesome,
out as far
though.
as questing. So,
Yeah, her questing help is amazing.
yeah. So I did keep her in, and then anyway, so the second play I had even more fun than the first play, just because I felt like I could customize. I customized a little bit more on what I wanted, and I'm looking forward to continuing to do that and continue to unlock more cards as we get going through the game and just deck building. I think it's such an interesting, both Arkham Horror and Lord of the Rings are such an interesting take on deck building because all your deck building happens in between games rather than a typical deck builder that happens during the game that you're purchasing cards.
Yeah. I really like with the revised core set stuff that they've introduced some campaign elements too. So you have like cards that that like get introduced for the campaign that
Yeah.
you can add to the campaign or that become permanents, during the campaign for you.
Right.
Allies and characters that become part of your hand.
So was that
sort of
not
thing.
part of
No.
the first edition? Oh, really? Okay.
No, that didn't exist. There was really no campaign structure. I mean, you just played each scenario out in like sort of a chronological order, but there really wasn't anything that tied them together, and there was no changing of your deck. I mean, you could deck build between change it out for scenarios and stuff, but there was really nothing that was like persistent or rewards or
Yeah.
Bane's boons, that kind of thing that was persistent throughout, or from scenario to scenario. So they've added all that, which I think is great. Yeah, it's really good.
No, I think that helps tell a more cohesive story with rather than just, okay, we're moving to the next scenario. What's happening? We're just fighting. Awesome.
Yeah.
I think it does help with that. Okay, this is what we're doing. We're in this location and we're fighting these things, and this elf is helping us. So he's going to swap between who's controlling him, whoever's the starting player in that first scenario, which is what was the case. So yeah, it was great. Now, having played the original version, I think the revised version has been awesome.
Yep. Well, that's another one I'm down to play anytime that you want to. I'm not quite halfway through the next sort of in release order big box campaign. Now I can't remember the name of it, but
Well, I'm all in. I have everything for it. So
Cool.
I need to get it played.
nice.
I'm all about getting this to the table.
Yeah.
Well, that's
It's
awesome
really
that
good.
you have Justin there that's able to just bust it out and
Yeah.
have
Helpful.
somebody in your household who's actually actively playing and reading and willing to play games.
Yes, it is actually, well, when he's home, but yeah.
Yeah, I can pull teeth faster these days. All right. Well, let's move on. Anybody got anything else they want to hit?
Any more highlights?
So let's move on
Do
to
the Scooby-Doo ending? What are we doing?
No, that's not. That's totally. I'm not.
Yogi Bear?
All right, let's talk about some new games. What are you all excited about new game wise?
I don't know how much my excitement is, but I don't know if you guys saw that Codenames is coming out with a bunch of expansion stuff.
I had heard about these. Yeah, they're. I had passed on all of them, but there's some interesting.
Well, so there's the Codename. There's a Fairy Tales expansion pack and a Sci-Fi expansion pack, and those both seem maybe kind of interesting. I may pick those up and throw them in my copy of Codenames. We don't play Codenames a lot, but it is a good
Right.
game. Like not that isn't to say anything bad about it. It's just not one that hits the table a lot. But those are just kind of they're a little bit more than a blister pack, but definitely less than a full expansion.
Yeah.
It's just a little kind of mini deck that you can add in. There's also a Cute Critters expansion, which I'm just not the target
That has
audience
a
for that.
Panda
So-
bear coming out of an egg.
Sure. Yeah.
That makes
And
sense.
If that's your thing, that great. It's awesome. And then for all the Critical Role fans out there, there's a new version of Codenames. It's the Critical Role Adventures version coming out. So I don't know if it'll play any different than Codenames. They don't really deviate from the formula as far as these code. Like if you play like the Disney version or the Marvel version or the Harry Potter version, they're all the same game, just with a different kind of coat of paint. So I would imagine that this is doing the same thing, but I don't know. So, but Codenames is kind of a classic at this point, and they are still cranking stuff out for it. And there is some new stuff to be excited if that's your thing.
Codenames was a game that I really liked, and for some reason, my family likes to play as long as none of them have to be the code giver.
Oh, interesting. Because that's my favorite.
Yeah, that's my favorite part too. But they're like the anxiety that it causes trying to come up with a successful code to give was like, I'm not going to play it. I'm not going to play it.
Huh.
So it just sits on my shelf now. But I don't know. Some of these are kind of cool. What do you got, Andy?
Well, I've got a re-implementation of a Rainier Knizia game.
I've heard of him.
It's a re-implementation of Spectacalcum.
Yeah, easy for you to say, Nathan.
Is it?
Easy for you to say.
Anyway, it's called Gold Country.
Oh yeah,
So
this is on crowdfunding.
yeah, and it actually looks like could be pretty fun. So it's based in the California Gold Rush, and it's a strategy game that is obviously, it's like we talked about, it's been created by Rainier Knizia, and each turn you'll develop mining companies, buy and sell shares of those mining companies, spend your money on powerful ability cards, and much more. So this is a kind of a stock holding commodity speculation game where you're chaining things, and it's hard to go wrong with a Reiner Knizia game.
Yeah, and stocks is something, a mechanic that you like too.
It is. I do enjoy stock holdings, and there's quite a few games that I actually really enjoy. Even some of the older bookshelf games,
Yeah,
like Stocks and Bonds.
Stocks and Bonds.
I love that game, and it's actually one of the few games I can actually get my dad to play with Stocks and Bonds. There's that in the farming game, and that's it. I can't get him to the table for anything else.
The farming game. I loved the farming game.
Yeah, that was one that I grew up on a dairy farm, so my dad was all in on that. Played
There
the
you
farming game. He would sit down and play a game with us.
So speaking of getting people to play a game that they normally wouldn't, you guys, I got you both to play, and I don't know if I think you've played it in the past, Max, the original version, Robo Rally.
Yes, years and years ago.
Yeah, so I Robo Rally revisited, and I introduced it to Andy and Douglas, and it went over like a lead balloon.
Oh,
And
Like a turd in a punch bowl.
yeah, it was
Like a pregnant pole vaulter.
There was the game experience was almost as bad as these puns. It was a rough go for a game that I really enjoyed, and but there is Robo Rally dice. So I don't know if this one will turn the corner for you guys or not. It is
It
this. It won't. Okay.
It won't.
Max, let me talk to you about Robo Rally dice.
okay.
So it's all the same elements. You're trying to complete your obstacle course and reach the destination and the end, except for instead of having cards to plan your dice, you're going to having cards to program your turn. You're going to roll dice and react to that dice roll.
So is it allocation? So your different numbers mean different things, or is it
Sure.
okay?
At this point, it can be whatever you want.
Oh, okay,
Next week,
It sounds like an amazing game.
Next week, I'll let you know for sure. But yeah, at this point, the description on it is pretty vague. It's just use real time dice rolling to program your robot to tag checkpoints, attach powerful upgrades, and turn to yeah.
Is this timed?
I don't think so. The last one wasn't. The original one wasn't timed. I don't think
but it
this
would be
is timed.
better if it was timed,
Yeah,
because then I would want to play it with Dave, and I might enjoy it.
I would enjoy that too. But it is so. This is a standalone game, obviously.
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 Those are
But
real
can
good
be
Snape.
used as an expansion for any version of Robo Rally as well.
Oh,
That's
really?
cool.
So yeah, kind of multi-purpose like
So how would that
Res
expand
Arcana.
Robo Rally?
Just some of the cards, I guess, that are in it. Some of the robots, maybe.
Oh, okay.
I don't know. I haven't opened my
The map
copy of
tiles, maybe.
it. No,
that
the box is pretty small compared to the standard version of Robo Rally.
How big's the box?
Rock this color?
Okay, so that's pretty good color. That looks like the tiles would still be able to be used, because that's about the size of the tiles in the base game.
Yeah, I mean the tiles, the base game there, I think there's like 14-inch square.
Oh, are they that big?
And this is going to be like 8-inch square.
I must have blocked that out. That makes sense.
Well, it is a square, so yeah, it's easy to block.
Yeah.
Jeez. Wow.
But anyways, I'm looking forward to this. Max, you're invited to my game table to
I'll
play
be
this
there.
with me. So
Sucker.
Robo Rally dice,
Hard pass.
hard pass.
I think the last time I played it, I actually played it with real robots at Gen Con.
Oh, really?
Years ago. Yeah, they had like real robots you were programming out in the hall.
Interesting.
No, I would be willing to try this once. The person you need to keep this away from is Amberly.
Oh, she hated,
She
capital H, hated this game.
All caps hated
Yes.
Robo Rally.
Oh boy, did she ever! she left that table angry.
Yeah. She had her angry eyes on for sure.
Yeah, it was like me playing SETI with the last time.
Yeah, it was. You
Anyways.
were not happy after that game.
Robo Rally dice. What else you guys got?
He wasn't happy 10 minutes into that game.
Yeah, no, he was not. You could tell. He was in it for the long run.
I tried not to ruin the experience that Doug was sharing with me, but I did not savor nor enjoy that experience either.
Which is really too bad because we played it with the expansion and I loved it.
Yeah.
I really liked it.
I love that game.
Yeah.
It's still one that's on my list.
SETI is so good.
SETI's great. It's really good.
All right, what else you guys got?
Well, I have found a game that is coming out this year called The Game Makers.
Yes, it's
Because-
on finishing Kickstarter, or it should be in close to fulfillment.
Yes.
That was one I wanted so bad.
Is it?
Just couldn't come up with the money for it at the time.
Yeah, so this is one where you are playing as board game manufacturers and you are racing to build the greatest collection of classic modern board games. So you're going to build potentially over 300 real games and over 100 real world publishers. And so like you can build Wingspan, Nathan, or Brass Birmingham, On Mars, Terraforming Mars, Android, Netrunner. There's a bunch of them that are going to be in this game that you can be the manufacturer of. And so ultimately you're trying to gain the biggest collection. So you add plastic components to your factory to unlock special abilities. You're going to gain workers to use your special abilities, or use the workers from your break room in order to gain board game components. You roll your dice to increase your marketing for your in-game scoring. You use your punch board to expand the assembly line, and that gives you further discounts on manufacturing of games. And then finally, you can stockpile the necessary plastic, workers, dice, and punch board and cards to manufacture one of the greatest games of all time, Cooper Island.
That's funny. So, yeah, I'm looking at, they've got the art for every single game out there, like on these cards. Like, I am really curious about how the licensing rights work for. They had to have contacted all these publishers to get permission.
It's much
did,
like
right?
Rolling Realms, right?
Yeah, well, no, Rolling Realms was all that's
I
all
guess
Stonemaier.
that was all Stonemaier.
Yeah, he owns all those.
They even have Obsession as one of the games.
Yeah.
This is available on BGA if you wanted to go try it.
Who?
BGA.
So why are you talking to BGA? Why are you even mentioning BGA with Andy here?
Yeah, because Andy's not the only one listening.
I know. I thought you were talking to me.
I really do need to play, especially games like this. This is a big game. This looks really good.
Yeah, it does. It looks fun.
But this is a game that I need to play at the table before I'd even try it on BGA, though.
Yeah.
I'm not about to try this on BGA before I play it at the table. It looks fun.
It does. It looks
It looks
very
really
fun.
good.
Yeah, I thought about backing it, but I didn't.
Is it? I wonder if you can late pledge for it. Did you back this, Andy?
No, I did not.
I did, and then had to cancel it.
I don't back stuff anymore, so I won't worry about it. But I'm sure there will be a retail version of it.
I'm sure there will be.
This looks good. I'm actually kind of mesmerized by all the pictures that they have on BGG, and this looks really fun, actually.
Yeah, they even have Zaya, Frosthaven, Planet Unknown as games that you can manufacture. Gloomhaven.
Oh, they have Gnome
Orion.
Hollow. They have Gnome Hollow. I'm out. I'm done.
Yeah, this should be close to fulfilling. If it's, I don't.
I don't think it's supposed to fill until end of summer, from what I remember, but I might be wrong on that.
So yeah.
Cool. Well, I will
coming
definitely
up.
look forward to playing someone else's copy. Cool.
All right, I have. Anybody else before I jump on?
Please,
for it.
Nathan, we are anxious to hear what you
Anxious. Well, you talked about. Did I talk about this already?
Yeah, probably. But go on. You're bearing the
Yeah.
lead, so we're not
You-
quite sure. But
You did.
You know what? I don't know why I'm looking at this old list, but apparently I'm gonna take.
Forbidden Legacy? Is that what you're
Forbidden
talking about?
Legacy,
Yeah, we
yeah.
talked about that.
All right. Well,
It's another one of the Forbidden games, and it does look good.
and
it's
it is
not a-
Rob
it's not a-
Davio, and
It's not actually a legacy, or is it?
no, it is a legacy.
It is a legacy. Oh, that's right. Yeah.
Yeah. All right. Well, in that case, I am going to talk about this. I'm pretty excited for Duelim High.
Yeah,
do it.
Aquatica Duelim.
Yeah, that whatever it is. I'm pretty excited about this. I do have this. It's sitting on my shelf over there. Got to get it opened up and played. I am very excited to try this as a 2-player variant of Aquatica, and I'm hoping Aquatica is also available on PGA. And Doug, you and I for a while played several games.
Yeah. Do they have expansions? The problem
Not
is the expansions aren't there, and you need those expansions.
Yeah, they definitely boost up the game. But as of, it's been a while since we've played. I have to go back and check to see if there is any expansions yet. But I don't think that there are. But anyways, a simplified 2-player version of Aquatica. This is something I'm very much looking forward to. If you enjoy Aquatica at all, I would recommend checking this out.
Yeah, this does look good. The production on this looks really good too. Love it.
And while somebody else is talking, I will check to see if it has expansions on BGA.
Nice. Well, the one that I wanted to make mention of, the other one that I'm excited to get to the table soon, hopefully very soon, Dinogenics New Arrivals.
Oh, yeah.
I love Dinogenics. I mean, this is one
Dinogenics
like
is a
this is
great
to
game.
me, this is the Jurassic Park, the dinosaur park building game to play. It's absolutely fantastic. New Arrivals is an expansion, and what I really like about it is a sort of gentle retooling of Dinogenics and the Controlled Chaos expansion that came before it, which it actually really needed. Now they have all of those changes available on BGA, and we have played them, and they are excellent. And they do soften the game a little bit. They do, they remove the likelihood that somebody's going to be a really early like leader and kind of a runaway leader issue that the game has. It smooths that out just a little bit. I think that is still one of the criticisms that I have of the game, is that still can happen. But if you just want to build an amazing dinosaur park, Dinogenics is the one. And according to their updates on, Kickstarter, wherever those come, I just read the emails. So, but according to their updates, this one should be showing up on our doorstep pretty soon, like in the next month. So I'm hoping that this gets to the table very soon.
So looking on BGA, Wild Mode is available, which adds, I'm going to slaughter those dinosaur names, adds several dinosaur DNA cards and new refinement action space. And you can do corrupted venues, rampaging warning. Oh, that's just to let you know when something's going to rampage. But yeah, the Wild Mode, that seems fairly new. Does that look familiar to you, Douglas?
Well, there's still stuff in here that we have yet to discover, but the retooling stuff that they did to just the base game, was
in the core mechanics.
Was all in there,
yeah.
Now I don't think that BGA has Controlled Chaos.
No, it does not have Controlled Chaos.
So there's still a lot there that we don't know. But so far, the changes that they've made are really good, and I'm very excited to see this show up at my doorstep.
Yeah, I am too, because I'm very much looking forward to playing this. I love this game.
Yeah,
I need to play this without a migraine.
Yeah, you do. You really do.
Because it's been, my goodness, that's been like 4 years ago that I played Dinogenics last.
Yep.
And I am, no, more than that, 5 years ago. Yeah, I need to play this again.
It's good.
Oh, that's right, because you played it at Hug a Meeple Con.
I did. It was our first Hug a Meeple Con.
Yeah, because I was thinking you'd played it at Doug's house, but I don't think you were there when we played it at Doug's house.
It was at our very first Hug a Meeple Con.
Have you played this, Max?
I have. It's been 4 years, maybe.
I love this game.
It's been a long time.
Yeah, it's a great, great game. And I think you nail it, Douglas, when you say it's the best dinosaur adaptive theme park game out there. It's
There are others, and I'm not necessarily saying that they're bad at all, but this is the one that is king for me.
Yeah, rightfully so.
Yeah, I remember really liking it. It's been a really long time.
All right. Do we have anything else that we want to hit on?
One more from me. This is one that is in late pledge currently. This is called Vampire Survivors, the board game. This is based on a video game. This is a cooperative deck building game that you are playing with unique characters, and you deck build in order to battle with fiendish creatures and who seek only to exterminate your existence. And ultimately, you want to gather enough weapons and power and increase your abilities to outlast the vampire onslaught and ultimately destroy death itself before it destroys you.
That's the goal of everybody, right?
Yeah, I was going to say, that sounds pretty universal as far as
So this is a cooperative deck building
Cooperative deck builder, yes.
Interesting.
Yeah, so it's in late pledge right now on Kickstarter, and it looks interesting.
Yeah, it does look interesting.
I'm always intrigued by the cooperative deck building games, and then they oftentimes fall just a little short for me. But
well, as long as it's not like a semi-cooperative, because those are all, I don't know why you call them semi-cooperative, because I mean, I guess, you're all going to lose, but still only one person is going to win.
Yeah. The best implementation of a cooperative deck builder I've seen lately has been the Mistborn deck building game.
What about Unstoppable?
Oh yeah. Yeah. That's a different,
I mean, it is
different than what I normally would call a deck builder. It is definitely a deck builder, but yeah, it's got definitely a little bit more of the card crafting than
that would be the more marquee element mechanic of the game.
Yeah, but Unstoppable is absolutely fantastic. Yeah, it's really good. No, Mistborn, the deck builder, though, has the cooperative mode where you fight the Lord Ruler, and I really like that mode.
I need to play that again.
Yeah, it's very well done. Both John DeClaire games, by the way.
I love John DeClaire. His games are awesome.
He's great.
Some of my favorite games.
All right. Max, do you have anything that you're excited about?
I do not, actually.
All right. Good
Sorry.
times. Well, as a designer, you got your finger on the pulse of new things coming out that you are bound to secrecy over. But
Yeah, that is my biggest problem is most of the games I've played in the last 2 months are all prototypes that nobody can talk about. So it's been a few months of not getting regular stuff to the table, and nothing has got to that point where it's announced yet.
good times. We'll keep our ears to the ground for that.
Yeah.
So here's one last one that I know that there was a roleplay version of this game. And now I guess last year it came out, and I can't remember if I feel like we did talk about this, but this is one that I'm still, is it available? It is available. But one that I came across again recently that I am interested in. And it's got a rating of 6.1, which is worse than They Live.
It's about what you would expect.
But yeah, it's about what you would expect. And this is Monty Python and the Holy Grail, the game. And so, they did the RPG version of Monty Python and the Holy Grail. And this is one of those ones that I would like to try once. This is not one I'm going to be picking up by any means. But if we like make it to BGG again or somewhere that has it in their library, I don't think SaltCon has this in their library.
No.
Maybe I should make a suggestion that they put it in their library
Just so you can play it.
once.
See, the sad part is this is one of those games that I just want to buy, but I have no interest in ever actually playing.
Yeah, well, that's I have a copy of They Live I can sell you too. So, but anyways, yeah. I just had to mention that one last time, Monty Python and the Holy Grail. And apparently I had to mention They Live one more time too.
Just had to get him in there.
Yeah. We're putting them right next to Wingspan.
They're that good. Dang.
Yep, I put them on the same shelf,
Shoot. It's high praise, Nathan.
the culling shelf. But anyways, I'd love to try it. But maybe if we make it to BGG again this year, I will. I'll try to have it ready to play.
No,
I have it in their library.
I think we should try to make it to BGG this year.
Yeah, I think that'd be good times.
Definitely. Let's do it.
Yeah.
Let's put it on the books.
Put it on the books.
Maybe it'd be enough to get my daughter to come home early if I offered to pay for her to go to
I'm gonna deny that attempt.
Maybe. She's supposed to come home in October, but she's thinking December.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh, good for her.
Just put her on our guilt trip. Tell her that she's supposed to come home for my birthday.
Oh, well, she's missing mine too, so.
Oh, okay. Well, but it's me.
But she said she would be home. She asked Amara, do you want me to be home for your birthday? She didn't ask me that. Wow, rude.
Wow. That is
That
rude.
is rude.
It's probably because she knows the answer.
You should kick her out.
You should kick her out.
Oh, wait.
Oh, wait. She's, yeah.
All right. Well, on that note, we will put a fork in it.
Because it's done.
It's
Until next
done.
time.
Till next time, we'll see you cleaning your plate at the game table.
Might even be a little burned.
It might even be a little burned.
Thank you for listening and being a part of Meeple Nation. If you would be so kind as to follow, subscribe, share, and rate or review this podcast, it really helps to spread the fun. You can be more involved in supporting the podcast by joining the nation at patreon.com/MeepleNation, or you can find a link at the top of our webpage, meeplenation.com. And while you're there, look at all our extra content. There are links to all our past episodes, a wide variety of blogs, pictures from our Instagram feed, and bios for all the hosts and our awesome bloggers. Follow us on Twitter, Instagram, and Facebook, all under Meeple Nation. If you would like to chat with the hosts or other members of the nation, you can join our Facebook group, Meeple Nation Off Air. We hope to see you again at a game night, a con, or maybe a suspense-driven evening of Werewolf. Thank you for listening and supporting Meeple Nation, and stay tuned for next week's episode.
Thank you so much for listening. We very much want to thank our patrons who help keep the podcast running. I personally want to thank my co-hosts for all the help they provide with both content here on the podcast, in addition to what we have available on our website. Without them, the podcast would not happen. If you too would like to support the podcast, you can join the nation at patreon.com/Meeple_nation. Or you can find a link to Patreon at the top of our webpage, meeplenation.com. If you have any questions, comments, or games you feel should be on our radar, you can always reach us at meeplenation@gmail.com. We can't wait to hear from you. I am grateful to Doug and Andy who helped me edit episodes, and I want to thank James and Kim Clark who do the editing on our blogs and on our webpage, which can be found at meeplenation.com. We want to thank Brain Detergent for our music. If you want to find more from him, you can follow his links that can be found on our webpage, or simply search for Brain Detergent on YouTube to find more of his tracks. Thank you again for listening and being part of the Meeple Nation community.